Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Stupendous Wave, and in this video we'll be looking at Velociraptor Echo from the Jurassic World toy line. So to start off, let's go ahead and look at the packaging. So of course it's open and we can see Echo here. With the bashers and biters, there's usually a little bit of the packaging goes up a little higher, but it's stopped here to display the figure a little bit more accurately and to let kind of kids get a good look at it on the shelf. So it starts off and it says Velociraptor Echo at the bottom. We have the Jurassic World logo. We see the Hasbro logo right there. In the background, we kind of see the Indominus Rex's skin with the color change feature with the T-Rex over here. It says Jurassic World Velociraptor Echo on the back. And on the back here, it says Velociraptor Echo, the Jurassic World logo. Nice picture of the figure, and here there's a mistake. It says Velociraptor Charlie, but this is actually Echo. It says, clever as ever, Jurassic World's Velociraptors, Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo are masterful hunters, and now they're teaming up to hunt the ultimate predator. Of course, referring to the Indominus Rex, we get the Jurassic World authentic logo here. We get the Universal logo, another Hasbro logo, some warnings, and on the bottom of the packaging, we can see Velociraptor Delta, Charlie, and the Chomping T-Rex, and I have reviews currently up for Delta and Charlie if you guys want to check those out, and the Chomping T-Rex is coming very soon. So now that we've looked at the packaging, let's go ahead and get Echo out of her packaging. Okay guys, welcome back. So here's Echo out of her packaging. Now Echo being my favorite design for a Velociraptor, extremely harkening back to the first film, was still a little bit of an update. I love the movie's design, and I actually think that this figure, while the colors are a little bit exaggerated, it accurately fits how Echo should look. And like I said, it's a little bit exaggerated, but it fits. You can obviously tell that this is Echo without anything that says Echo on it, and I like that. I like that they added that. So that being said, let's go ahead and start off with the sculpt on this figure. So as you can see here, it's sculpted very, very well. It's got some various bumps here. I only have one main problem with the sculpt, and I've addressed this in my other reviews. But here, this plastic varies greatly from this plastic. There are different types. You can even hear the different sounds they make when you tap on them. This is the cheaper type of plastic, and this is the more expensive type of plastic. So they just kind of use the cheaper, more shiny part for the body, and the rest is made out of the more high quality materials. But I guess it's excusable. It feels actually surprisingly, it's quite a light figure once you feel it. The lightest of the three Velociraptors, I believe. But yeah, it has the open mouth pose, which I really like that, because we actually see it in the Jurassic World trailer, not Echo herself, but we see one of the Velociraptors making this face when she's about to attack a park worker, and Owen has to calm her down or back them up. And I like that they took that and they kind of made a sculpt out of it. It's really cool. So that was really nice of Hasbro. Again, the arms are sculpted. I like that the arms are long. The legs here has some nice details. Again, we see kind of a little bit of a dew claw there. Not quite a toe claw, but a dew claw. And on the other side, we see it as well. The Jurassic World logo there. And the big mistake with this that Hasbro has done with all three of these figures, the Growler Blue does have a toe claw, but these do not. Kind of disappointing. It would have been a lot better if it had the toe claw, but at the same time, you can still enjoy these figures. So now that we've talked about the sculpt, let's talk about the paint job. It's mainly this one color, except for these green dashes, and actually Echo, I am happy because the other two, they didn't finish the painting here. You can see the seam where it separates the different types of plastic. On Echo, they actually took the time to go and paint a little bit of this, and I actually like that it doesn't just stop like on the other figures. And also on her sides, you can actually see that the lines continue on here, and I can appreciate that. That's very nice of them to do it, that they actually add it, so you can see that this is the pose she's meant to be in, because of course the lines match up. Again, we see some black in her claws, which look really nice. The eye is done pretty well. I like the eye, no paint smudges. The teeth are done well. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but it's kind of a little bit smudgy, but you can't really see it unless you get up really close. The interior of the mouth, while one color, is still a very nice color. It's that pinkish color. On the other side, again, the eye is done very well, and the mouth is done well, is done good as well. There's a little bit of paint chipping in the inside, but again, it's hard to notice, and you definitely won't see it if you're far away. So the paint overall, it's simple but effective. That's how I feel about this Echo figure. It's great for toys, and it's great to complete your Raptor squad. So now that we've talked about that, let's go ahead and move on to articulation. So my Echo's tail is loose. This is not supposed to move, but this is loose, unfortunately. The head is not loose at all, which is a good thing. The tail moves back, the leg moves back, although these joints are tight, which is a good thing. This does move as well. Ooh, yep, it's pretty tight. They all are. The arms move. They move about that far up and that far back. This leg does move as well. It moves about that far back, and it actually does run into the other leg, which is a bit unfortunate, but not really the fault of the figure. So there's no jaw articulation, like I said earlier. It's kind of disappointing, but with the 4 points of articulation, I really like the pose that they've selected to put Echo in. It doesn't look bad, and overall, you know, Echo, they're all growing on me. I mean, they're not the best Jurassic Park toys, the three of them, but I definitely recommend you get them all three at the same time, and then you get the Growlers Blue, because I haven't received the Growlers Blue yet, but just seeing these three together fit marvelously, and they look great. They'll look great on a shelf. Your kids will enjoy them, and I recommend these figures because together they look good, even with the absence of the toe claw and the limited articulation. Here are the three Raptors from this line together. Of course, we have Echo up front, then we have Delta to the right, and Charlie in the back. And we're missing Blue, of course, but it is not this type of figure. Blue is a Growler, and she will be reviewed as soon as I get her. She's in the mail. She should be here pretty soon. But I just gotta say that together, these three figures look really good. And if you're gonna get one, I recommend you get the other two just to complete the set. I mean, they look really nice. On their own, they might lack just a little bit, but together they really do look nice.